Hi, this is Sharon Hickox with Notable Music Therapy Services. Welcome back to another edition of our Music and Mindfulness. We do these Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock, and I do the Monday sessions. So I'm happy to have you here with me today. Today, I thought we'd start with a little bit of gentle body movement with rhythms. And you can do this with your own lap and hands and things like that. So I brought my djembe, which I had brought a couple sessions ago. This is what we call a djembe. It's a drum from West Africa, and has this shape. Originally, these drums they still are. If you get the more authentic kind. These are made from a hollowed drum, and I described this a couple weeks ago, and a hollowed log. So all the way through, it's just one piece, and then this is particular head is a goatskin head, and it's from Africa. And I thought I'd use that drum today because of the rhythms that we're going to start with. Now we're going to use lots of the rhythms that we think of in our Western music that we hear a lot, like rock music and pop music on the radio, are really in a duple da 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 da. But the rhythms of Africa are more in what we translate kind of a 6/8 time. So like bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bum 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 bum. So the notation of rhythms that are indigenous to Africa, when they get translated here, 6/8 or 12/8 is the time that they're translated in. Doesn't matter if those are familiar terms to you, but the origins of the music and the rhythms and the drum playing there were reflective of an egalitarian society, which not hierarchical, but everybody counted on everybody else for like gathering, hunters, gatherers, and so everybody needed each other. So the music was shaped that same way so people could join together. So I'm going to play a little bit of just that 6/8 time, and I think it'd be great if you started to clap with me, or if it feels better to tap on your shoulders or chest area or in your lap, whatever it might be. So we're doing this for a couple of reasons: to get that body movement going, a little bit of a visceral experience with the music. And we find that our studies show that making music together, actively making music together with someone else, even if it's like this, where I'm not really with you, is really good for our neuroplasticity in our brains, and keeping our brains going in a positive way, and making a connection with another person. All right. So even though I'm not there with you, when we make that music together, we connect. So let's just do our rhythms. You could just sway a little, kind of just shift your weight in your chair. And if you feel comfortable, you can vocalize too, like I was doing. Bum, 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 bum. walk with you a little bit in the body way. Okay, so now I'm going to really involve you, and I'm going to do a little echo with you. Okay, so we're acting with each other, and so that helps us feel connection and helps us feel relaxation. So here we go. Like, I'm just going to play a little pattern. I'm not with you, but it was just the honor system that you're going to do it back to me. Great. So now just go back to playing along with me. And again, kind of just feel yourself move from side to side. That may help you feel like taking a deep breath. Just a little bit of body motion to kind of loosen us up and feel the aliveness in our body, right? You may not be super mobile, or you may be super mobile. Either way, just do what movement you can to just kind of awaken everything in your body. And because we're doing it together, it helps awaken things in your brain as well. So I'm going to change or add the guitar now. And I'm going to keep that same 6/8 rhythm going. Can you hear that 6/8 rhythm we were doing? You may recognize that chord progression, really popular, especially like 50s rock and roll. So if you can vocalize with that, a little bit different vocalization today than we sometimes do. La 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 la. It doesn't matter what you're vocalizing, just getting that visceral experience again by having that sound come out of your body. Now, the other thing we can add to it, even though I have a little different chord progression this week and a little different feel, is our affirmations. What do you need to remind yourself of as you center to be the best you, to be the best person in the world? And one I always tend to be drawn to is I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy, worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Yes, I am. Now we can think of something else that you want to remind yourself. I am the things that will help you feel good about you today as you carry on in your day. Excuse me. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. I am kind. I am kind. I am kind. I am kind. I'll show grace. I'll show grace. I'll show grace. I'll show grace. I'll feel grace. I'll feel grace. I'll feel grace. I'll feel grace. Just think of what the affirmations you might need today. Let's end this part with I am loved. I am loved. I am. I am loved. I am loved. I hope you can feel that, and I hope that makes yourself feel good inside. And I think when we come from a place of peace and strength and reminding ourselves of what's positive, it helps us interact with the world all day. And another one that we didn't do today, but is good, is gratitude affirmations, things that I'm thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful for the trees, my family, whatever it is that you're thankful for. Okay? So maybe that little progression will get stuck in your head, and then throughout the day you can remind yourselves of things that you feel positive about and hopeful about, or just reminders, maybe if you're going into a difficult situation, that to just, I am patient, I can listen, whatever it might be that helps you be your best you. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to our guided relaxation. So let's get in our comfortable position. We'll change the mood a little bit. Notice your breathing. I just want to remind you again that I think it's important to remember that sometimes when we're really tense, it's very common for people to remind us to take a deep breath, and it's valid that if you're feeling especially stressed or hard, it might be difficult to take a deep breath right then. And I'm of the thought that the first thing that you want to do in those anxious situations is to notice that you're breathing, right? Because we don't want to take a deep breath and have failure in that. We want to have positive noticing of our breath, because if you are there being really anxious, whatever might be happening, you are breathing, right? Or you wouldn't be able to cry or be upset or whatever it is. So first, just notice your breathing if that's what you need to do. Okay. So as we center in, I want you to feel the weight of your body in the chair that you're in or the floor that you're on, and just feel that weight. And that weight is connection, okay? Connection to where you are in this moment right now. And as we go through that, if you can close your eyes, I think it helps to center. So think of your breath. Think of yourself heavy in the chair. Think of yourself, your feet heavy on the floor. Those feet are heavy on the floor. They have the weight of your body and those feet are connected to the floor, which is connected to the earth, connected to the world right here, right today. All centered here, where you can just start to feel your body practically melt and just relax into the moment. You may have little distractions that come in. Just let them float by. If you can just visualize maybe a little leaf or whatever it might be, something just blowing by, let those distractions just blow by along with that. Let's see if now we're ready to take a breath. Just gonna breathe in. Breathe out. Hope you start to feel a little of the relaxation coming. And let's target our body spots. I like to start with our feet. Tighten up your feet and your toes. And then let it go. You can find like kind of a rush sensation as you go from the tightening to the relaxation. Let's try that again where we tighten up our feet and hold it just for a second and then let it go. Now let's move up to our calves. Let's do the same thing. Tighten them up and then let it go. Let's move up to our thighs. Tighten that and just let it go. Always remember in here is our breathing as well. Now let's tighten up our glutes. Tighten up, hold, and then let go. And let's move on to our stomach muscles. Let's tighten up those muscles and let it go. Maybe time for another breath. Let's go up into our chest and shoulders and tighten up those shoulders. It's not hard for me. I'm used to them being tight. And then let it go. If you like getting a breath here, go ahead and do it. Let's remind ourselves of our heaviness in the chair, our heaviness on our feet on the floor. We're just sitting in this pile of relaxation. Now let's go to our hands. Tighten your hands and let it go. Hands are a place I feel a lot of tightness to. So don't clench so much that it hurts you, but just tighten up so you notice the difference of the relaxation. Let's do the same with our arms. Give them a little tightness. Squeeze on those muscles and then let it go. And often when I let the muscles go, I feel like letting air out. So breathe in when you can, when you tighten. That feels comfortable to you. Let's go to our neck area and our head in there. See if you can kind of pull your shoulders up. And then let them down. Let's go to our face. See if you can just squinch it up. Tighten your jaw. Breathe in. And then relax your face and let the breath out. You can even have your jaw hang down if you want to. You may get those distractions again. Just let them float by. They come in. You can't block them. Just say, okay, bye-bye little thought that doesn't have anything to do with the centering of me right now. Now we have our body a little more relaxed, hopefully. And I want you to reach for that white light. For me, it's always up and to the right, but it could be anywhere for you. Just keep your eyes closed, but look out where you can feel white light shining on you. It could be from all directions. Just see that nice healing white light. It's going to pour through your body. The white light is going to start at your head, just drip down to your face and your shoulders, through your arms to your fingertips, through your chest and your stomach, down your legs, all the way through to your feet. So this white, peaceful, calming light fills your body with peace. Best for you, a little cooler, a little warmer. Just think about how nice it is to feel that nice warmth through you, that peace. You're centered on the ground, you have your weight in your chair, and you have this beautiful white light just coming through you. Just feeling the peace around you, centered right in you at this moment. And you can try and look right up into that white light, or wherever it is for you. It won't hurt your eyes. And just let it feel it. Tell yourself, I deserve that peaceful white light coming into me. I deserve that peace. I am worthy. I am valued. I am strong. And I feel that white light viscerally through my body, affirming that. I am capable. I am competent. I am worthy. I am loved. Enjoy the feeling of that white light coming through you. You can hang on to that through your day. As we move from our music and mindfulness space into the room that we're in, try and carry with you some of the relaxation that you have felt. You start to hear your environment a little bit more, start to open your eyes, see the world around you, wherever you are. But remember that all that peace and relaxation you can take with you during the day. You have that warm, beautiful white light that you can access whenever you want. If you feel stressed during the day, just sit down for a second and breathe and do any of these things that might help you. It's a pleasure to do these videos on Monday mornings and remind myself to focus and just focus on the relaxation and the worthiness of that we all have. So thank you for joining me today and each of the sessions that you're able to see. Again, on my sweatshirt on here, where I work for Notable Music Therapy Services here in Reno, Nevada. We're trying to keep the music going, and we will be doing these Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock, and then we do a sing-along at 4:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you feel like you can make any sort of contribution, even $5 to help keep the music going in Reno, there's information about us on down below the screen. If you just like to know more about the organization, NMTS.org is what it is. Again, I'm Sharon Higgox, and it's been a pleasure to see you today.